Okay, this week we are winding down in October and getting ready to enter what I think of as sort of the shoulder season between the end of autumn and the beginning of the festivities of the end of the year. And so this motivational video is about giving yourself permission to take the time you need to recuperate and to prepare and also sort of recover your energy supplies as we come into the new year. For many of us, this is a time when we really start to feel the change in the daylight, which really again affects literally our physiology, um, and we start to kind of feel the changing in temperatures and so on. And I think there's also that sense of sort of like, rolling down the hill from a super busy summer and um, starting to look at yourself and think like, is something wrong with me? Because I'm just really not feeling like going out and doing all the things that I felt like doing before. But we are not robots, right? We don't have sort of like a set energy supply for a given day and it comes up the same every single day, right? We have a natural ebb and a flow to the year, to our day even. And each person is unique. And I've been thinking a lot about this also in the context of like your whole life and your energy cycles, and the fact that, first of all, it is the end of the month that has been dedicated in many circles to menopause education and awareness. So, this also being a season of, for me, kind of dipping into really internal learning and awareness and kind of understanding what I need in order to show up as the best version of myself in this period. But also going through a transition of moving country, which I've done before, but did previously in my 20s. And I think that what I've been doing to myself for the past couple of months is really like like comparing everything to what it was to do it in my 20s. And it was obviously a very different time. And I think in some ways I've been giving myself a little hard time about that, like why can't you be the exuberant sort of energetic, doing all of the things as fast as possible person that you were then. And I've come to appreciate the fact that I think I've learned some things since then. I'm more tuned in to my body's needs. I'm tuned into when my nervous system is becoming sort of overstimulated with lots of information, lots of new things, new people, new places, new sounds. And I'm able to sense a little earlier, sort of, you know what, this is kind of a lot right now. I think I need to rest. And I've been needing rest more than normal. Um, I also have been coming off of a transition of preparing to move, which was itself, really packed with things to do. But anyway, my point is that I think we may have a tendency to see a hesitation or sort of like a period of reflection before acting as us kind of losing our edge. But maybe we can flip that on its head and think of it as really our the wisdom that we've gained and the ability to be more resilient in our environments now that we're older. Certainly in the stress resilience workshops, we talk a lot about being able to identify the preceding feelings, sensations, emotions that come before that, really like code red feeling in your body that you're experiencing high stress. And so we really can't prevent that spiral unless we become really more sensitive to our internal needs. And I think that it's true that there's often a big demand in the, in the summer months for like socializing and maybe events, activities, travel, and that comes up again at the end of the year. So it's important in this period and also in your, longer sort of trajectory of your life to recognize the moments in which it's prudent to kind of turn inward and store up some energy for, what you have ahead. Because again, we're not robots. We don't have some sort of like strict amount of energy. We do have, I think, an ebb and a flow that is very natural. And um, we would do well to embrace that and to kind of, rather than fighting it, just recognize the signs that we need it and identify the activities that really nurture us through all of those experiences. And make sure that you have a community around you who also understands you're not going to show up at this as the same exact person every single day. Um, and that's not a flaw. That's human. So yeah, very excited to hear how you're doing in this time and to be close during this period of, reviewing what the year was for us and talking about what to expect as we wrap up the year. It's coming up soon. And remember to tap into all the resources that are available when it comes to menopause education. Um, it's really amazing what's come even in the past 6 months, in terms of the research and also just the voices and the people with quite a lot of gravitas that have thrown themselves behind the message that we need to acknowledge the experience of menopause and how many people it affects and all that is available and that those needs need to be met. So um, I'm excited to see what this movement will bring about for all of us. See you next week.